Alright, I'm gonna be doing something a little different today. I don't know how people normally do this, so I'm kind of using my best judgment here. I'm trying to do a trailer reaction based on the new Witch Queen trailer that Bungie just debuted. I've already watched it a few times, but I figured I would just kind of go through it and pause on some things that stand out to me as kind of interesting or significant. I'm gonna mute the audio because I don't really understand how YouTube copyright stuff works in case there's like copyrighted audio on this, but I don't know. It's good music. Obviously, it's best watched with the music. The narration is more or less your usual, like, oh, we're trying to find Savathun's lies and whatever. I don't know if the audio is really that significant. I'll go listen to it again, but mostly focusing on the visuals here. So I will start playing this, and we will kind of pause and rewind and do other stuff. This is obviously the swampland area that we've seen a few times with the ruined pyramid in the background where the raid is supposed to be taking place. I maintain that once upon a time this was envisioned as old Chicago, and then they kind of just converted the swamp idea to the throne world, but I don't know if there's any actual confirmation of that. So we have whatever this little blight thing is here. We have Guardians exploring the new throne world area. We don't in other trailers we saw that we go from Mars to Savathun's big Halo ship, and then somehow from there we get into her throne world. We're kind of missing a few steps here. This is the new rocket launcher. We've seen these armor sets a bunch. We've seen this rocket launcher too in one of the promotional things. So I don't know what that is. So it's like a blight, but not really a blight. This is like flashing through stuff really quickly here. Some big scary looking portals that we haven't seen before. Apparently we could just transmat into Savathun's throne world even though it's in her mind. Like the lily pads there. Okay, glaives are just freaking enormous. This is like hilariously big. We've seen some, like Wish Ender, if you have it on your back, is like huge, but this is comically large. I'm not sure if like the different classes have different types of glaives, or if this is kind of one glaive that we can kind of customize. They said that this is going to be our first introduction to crafting. We've already seen some glaive gameplay, say that 3 times fast, where you use it both as a melee weapon and it like shoots little energy balls or something, so we'll see how that pans out. Okay, this part is super creepy. So you saw the statue. Watch the statue's arm. Like, it's kind of just one of these like unsettling out of the corner of your eye things. Bloop. That's terrifying. Okay, so this is a really cool image. This is Oryx, I think. I'm assuming fighting one of the worm gods. I do not know the lore well enough to remember which worm god he's chopping up, but that is an awesome looking statue. This seems like it's probably a story mission of some sorts, and yeah, just a very cool visual here. I think they may have released this as like a still image from it. I need to check the still images they released. Okay, so I'm wondering, are these going to mean anything? Are these little numbers and codes and things like actually for anything? I'm sure the community will figure this out almost immediately if it is true. I think Bungie should know better to put stuff like this in the videos and have it not mean anything, so that's a little suspicious to me, but this is literally like 20 minutes after the trailer went up, so I don't know if anything has been discovered about that yet. That seems like an element, xenon, I think, and I don't know if this is some sort of chemistry thing that I don't know anything about chemistry, so I guess we'll see if anything comes of that. Okay, that was an interesting area. How do you... Nope. There we go. Okay, so this is weird. This kind of looks like maybe the crafting area a little bit. This could be... I wonder if this is inside the pyramid. This just looks so unlike anything else we've seen from the throne world before that this really stood out to me as being pretty unusual. These little boxes, it's like little, I don't know, gold... bullion things. I don't know what this is, but this stood out to me the most, I think. Yeah, we have more of these things. Is that the same as the other one? I don't know, but we'll see if that comes of anything. And then there's like even more flashes of things for like half a second. Can I even like pause it at that level? Probably not. All right, so this is some sort of like weird sensor thing that apparently is some sort of guardian ability you get when you come into this world. As you can see in a second, he spawns some platforms after doing this. This is an interesting looking scout rifle. I don't think we've seen this one before. I might be wrong, but that looks kind of new to me. So yeah, more invisible platforms you have to find. So once again, we're fighting Hive Light Guardians. I do wonder... So we've seen pretty much the same three so far. So there's Knights that turn into like double shield Void Titans. There are like Acolytes that turn into Fire Knife Hunter types. And then there are Wizards that are apparently Arc Warlocks. I'm wondering if like each Hive only has access to one subclass, or if there will be more than, you know, 3 types of Hive Guardians. I don't know how much work goes into making a Hive Guardian, so I don't know if that maybe is the only, you know, 3 of those, or maybe there's a hidden stasis one somewhere, but that is, I guess, not really about stealing the light, so maybe no stasis now that I'm thinking about it here. Here we go to look at Savathun in her final form here. She looks less green, I'd say, than in other shots. I'd say she's a lot greener, but that's probably because we've usually seen her out in the swampland. We are getting... I don't know, Hurt by Savathun and her Moth clones. So this is kind of Oryx-like, where she can spawn echoes. Keep in mind, this is her throne world, so it is her rules. She can kind of do whatever you want, including giving your guardian crippling diarrhea. I don't know what's going on here. I assume there will be some sort of boss mechanic encounter fight where we fight these echoes. The big question, one of the big questions about Witch Queen is whether or not we are going to be fighting her as like the raid boss, or if she is a story boss and then the raid boss is like Ziva Arath or like some darkness thing that we don't know yet. I would be a little surprised if she was the raid boss, honestly, but I guess we will see. So she's flying around, teleporting. She's got this like Eye of Sauron portal thing that we've seen a few different times. I really like this. People say this looks too much like the Red Keep, but like it's Hive architecture. It's going to look a little bit. This reminds me of kind of Leviathan meets the Red Keep, and I really like the style. I think it's cool. Now she's talking about like weird, you know... Oh, okay, wait a minute. What was this? What was this thing? I'm bad at pausing. Okay. What's going on here? This reminds me, it's like a pyramid version of TARS from... what's it called? Interstellar. Some sort of like robot thing that we're helping to transport. I do wonder if this is like some sort of transport mission where it's a little like the Overwatch payload or something where you're escorting something. I would not be surprised to see more kind of expanded mission types like that. Here we get a couple more weapon looks. That's an SMG. I like these curled frames here. I assume that's a pulse or a scout. I forget which of these we've seen in the previews, but yeah, very curious about what that is, but my guess would be this is some sort of story mission thing. Dead Hive Guardian, and here's a very clear look at a fusion rifle. We see this thing, it's got a little broken tentacle, so that's a little injured Hive Ghost there, about to get crushed by these Guardians, maybe. Praying things. Okay, so there's officially Scorn here, so we know for a fact that the Scorn are going to be on the Throne World. I think this is the first time we've seen that. This indicates to me that we could see Scorn in the raid. I don't know if this will be I would doubt it would be a Scorn raid, but I mean, something's got to be in the Pyramid Ship, and you would assume it's going to either be, I mean, the main guess would be Hive, but I wonder if there could be some Scorn threaded in there. What's very clear now is that Scorn are not going away, and one of the fears with Sunsetting Forsaken was if they removed both the Tangled Shore and the Dreaming City and the Presage mission, there would be literally no Scorn in the game except for Gambit. But now it has been shown that they are putting Scorn in the Witch Queen's, whatever it's called, the Throne World, so that will mean there was Scorn in the game for essentially at least a couple more years, depending on how Sunsetting goes. So I think there was a reason that they developed those Scorn champions, because it wasn't just going to be for like, you know, this 6-month season here. So that's kind of reassuring. We did not really see any new Void subclass things in this. There's a giant pillar thing, and then here's the 3. Yeah, so this is the 3 subclasses you always see I think Savathun is casting a Nova Bomb right now. Yep, that looks like a Nova Bomb to me. So she has at least Void Warlock powers. I don't know if she'll have more than that, if she can change subclasses. Again, I don't know if the Hive can change subclasses, but I guess we'll see. And so these are the usual in-game reward things. This is the exotic that I assume you'll just kind of automatically get from this. Usually when they give away these exotics, you just sort of go to the Banshee or whatever, or the Season Pass thing and get them. Do not know what this will be. This looks a little recluse-ish. Do not know what the perks and stuff are. I don't know if that's been data mined, but I haven't seen anything about that. And then this is a weird witch ghost thing. So Osteo Striga. I should probably look up what that means. Striga is like a type of Witcher monster. So I don't know what Osteo means. Bone witch? Osteo? I'm all right, I'll look that up later. But is that the first time we've... No, I'm sure they've said that name before. And then here's a Fallout Plays video that's coming up next. So, hey Fallout, what's going on? All right, I'm not gonna. All right, I'll play your ads, Fallout, but give you some revenue. So, anyways, so that was the trailer. Pretty cool. That actually has a lot of stuff to extract out that we haven't really seen before. So I just thought that would be interesting to go over. I will try and maybe dig into it even more. I'm wondering if anything possible could happen at Reset today, now that we're at least like 2 weeks into the new year here. Not really expecting anything. It's Iron Banner week. I would just love the tiniest of story hints, but I guess we'll see. So anyway, thanks for watching. We will discuss this more. I might write about this tomorrow, depending on what happens, might not. And then we have an actual TWAB this week, so there will be plenty to discuss on Thursday. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care.